Do you want to know something crazy? Every 1 minute, a PT is quitting their job in the UK. And to make matters worse, most PTs don't even make it through the first year of being self-employed, which is absolutely crazy and just shows you how diabolical the fitness industry is. But look, if you're a coach, a PT, health professional, you can change your life in 6 months. And here's how to do it. Now, before we get into this, obviously I had to take notes on my trusted iPad. So as I mentioned in one of my last videos, in July, I'm producing 30 videos. Which topics and which bits of information perform best? Number one, and this is probably the best way to change your life. You might not realize it and you probably won't understand it depending on where you're at in your life right now. But it all depends on picking one high value skill. Now, what does that mean? You need to understand in 2024, there are skills that are more valuable than others. For example, if I was alive maybe 300 years ago and farming was very important and I was the best farmer, I would be in demand. I'd be very good. I could actually make lots of money. In 2024, you have to work out for yourself as a coach, what is the most valuable skill that you could have right now? What puts you in demand? And I would say for anybody that does anything online, sales and marketing are the two most valuable skills that you need to get started. There are other things you can add along the way, but sales and marketing are easily the two most valuable skills in my opinion. There are other things you can add to this, graphic designing, video editing. Those are all valuable skills in their own right, depending on, what kind of business you're trying to run online. But specifically for online coaches, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you the truth. I think sales for online coaches is easily the most valuable skill. So if you want to change your life in the next 6 months, get really, really good at one skill. And for me, I'd say sales. Number two is going to sound a little bit weird, but I want you to think of it like this. Now, I'm not comparing anybody to Jesus. I'm not being blasphemous, but imagine if Jesus did not practice what he preached. Imagine if he was sinning nonstop. He was around all the girls' houses. He was committing mad crimes. You know what I mean? Like, people wouldn't trust him. They wouldn't believe what he said. So I want you to think of yourself in that same way, not like Jesus. Again, I'm not being blasphemous. What I'm trying to say is, if you're a coach, you need to be in shape. And I'm an athlete. I used to play for Crystal Palace. I'm actually wearing my Georgia State soccer top from when I used to play out in the States. And I'm of the belief that if you're not in shape, you can't teach people to get in shape. And it's not because you don't have the knowledge, but people won't believe you. There's not going to be that conviction. Now, as an athlete, I had strength and conditioning coaches that were overweight. I had strength and conditioning coaches that were fat. Yes, they had man boobs, but they were very knowledgeable and it's a different environment. But if you're an online health and fitness coach, get your ass in shape, go to the gym, lift some heavy weights, drop the belly fat, start eating right, and make yourself the ideal person. Like, everyone who joins your program should want to be you. Be the leader. That's it. Simple. Number three, and this is something that a lot of coaches don't understand, because when you are just like a regular coach and, you just do as you're told and you work for somebody and whatever, you don't understand the importance of going out and getting help for yourself. So number three is actually get help. It's hard to believe, but coaches need coaches. And I think that's where most coaches kind of get it wrong and they F up, is they forget that, just because you're a coach doesn't mean that your journey ends there. Just because you got qualified, your journey doesn't end there. You still have to go out there and get coached yourself, especially when it comes to business. Because if we look at all the qualifications, they don't teach you how to run a business. They just teach you how to, work in a gym and be an employee. But they don't teach you to build your own business. If you see me looking around, it's because my cat is like running around. So that's that. Actually, let me add a bit more to that. And if you don't know where to get help, look online. Look at other people, look at your peers, and what are they doing? How are they making so much money online? Who did they get help from? Because I can guarantee almost everyone that you know that's making 10, 15, 20 grand a month through online coaching, they got help through somebody. And that's cool, man. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Put your ego to the side and recognize that, if you really want to be successful as an online coach, you're going to need to get somebody to help you out every now and then. It's not that big of a deal. It's just something that comes with the game. So get some help. Number four is one of those things that a lot of people kind of neglect over time, but it's something that really is going to help you become the best version of yourself and help you stay focused. Imagine if you was just driving without no sat nav, no navigation. You was just going and going and going. You would end up stopping, right? You wouldn't know where to go. You'd probably just waste a lot of time. So you need to make sure you've got your North Star. Your North Star is like the big goal at the end of the day. What is that number one massive goal that is taking place for you? Why is it important to you? If you do not have a clear North Star, you are not going to put in the work to make 5, 10, 15 grand a month. It's just impossible because you don't have a North Star. There's no reason for you to put in the work. There's no reason for you to go through the late nights. Like, okay, I'm making 30 videos in 30 days. Why the hell am I doing that? You can see me looking at my watch because I want to make sure this is still recording. Like, why am I doing that? It's because I know that if I can really crack YouTube, it's going to be a big reward at the end of the day for me. Not financially, but just for my brand. So, you've got to put in that work. Set your North Star. And if you're not sure, I want you to follow a simple format. Set 3 short-term goals. So what am I going to achieve in the next 30 days? 3 mid-term goals. That's anything from 3 to 6 months. And then set another 3 long-term goals. That is 2 to 5 years. That's how I like to do it. And I write my goals in present tense as if I've already achieved it. For example, on my background on my laptop, I've got me in the middle. I've got a brand new Audi that I really want. I've got a family. I speak Spanish. I've got a house in Dubai, and then 1,000 lives changed, 1,000 coaches' lives changed. Like, I write it in present tense because it's like I've already achieved it. That's how I was taught. So I would, make sure your North Star is pretty clear. And here's the last part, step 5. A lot of us are surrounded by fear, especially when you live in a country like the UK where the news is just full of fear, cost of living crisis, everyone's broke, everyone's dying. It's almost like we're in Armageddon every day. It's like the end is here every single day. And if you continue to consume all that fear-based media, you become consumed with fear and you just start to act like that. And how can you beat me when I don't operate in a place of fear? I operate from a place of abundance. You can't beat me like that. So if there's other coaches like that building their business and they don't operate from fear, they're going to make more money than you. So stop being scared of taking risk. Right now, the comfortable thing for most of you to do is stay in your normal job, continue to work that 9 to 5, continue to work for the gym, and that's safety. But unfortunately, if you really want to be a successful online coach, you have to say goodbye to safety. Safety is no longer a thing you carry in your pocket anymore. And I know that's scary. But you have to take a risk. If you want to change your life in 6 months, that's what you got to do. So hopefully you found that useful. Obviously, changing your life is not easy, but if you was to really put the effort into doing these 5 things, high value skills, get in great shape, get help, set your North Star and stop taking risks or stop being scared of taking risks, then I promise you, your life will change in 6 months. Go hard for 6 months. Cut your friends off if you have to. Right? Just do it for 6 months. I promise you, your life will change. Okay? Now, if you want to know exactly how to improve your sales, which is one of the high value skills I was talking about, just watch this video right here and I will see you on the other side. Peace, love, and blessings.